You ever get that feeling that searching for something local just feels different these days? Well, if you happen to run a local business, that feeling is about to become a full-on revolution. See, for years, we've all played by a very clear set of rules to get found online. And AI, it just came along and flipped the entire game board over. So let's dive in and see what the future of discovery really looks like.
Okay, so look over here on the left. This is the search we all grew up with, right? You type something in and you get that classic page of 10 blue links. It's a list of options you have to sift through yourself. But now, look to the right. This is where we are heading, and fast. You ask a question and you get a single, direct recommendation. It's not a list anymore, it's the answer. And that single shift, it changes absolutely everything for local businesses.
To really get how huge this change is, we need to quickly rewind and look at the old playbook. For the longest time, local SEO, search engine optimization, was a pretty straightforward game. It was almost predictable. It was basically a checklist, You'd optimize your Google business profile, make sure your name, address, and phone number, your NAP, was exactly the same everywhere online. You'd get listed in some directories, target the right keywords, and if you did all that, you had a really good shot at showing up. It was a formula. You put in the work, you got the result.
But that whole era of predictability, it's over. AI didn't just tweak the rules, it rewrote the entire game. It's not about checking boxes off a list anymore. Now it's all about being part of a conversation.
So here's the absolute crucial point. Old search engines were all about matching keywords, but the new AI engines, they're built to understand your intent. When you ask for the best cafe for a quiet meeting, the AI isn't just searching for those words. No, it's analyzing review sentiment, it's looking at photos of the inside, it's checking location data and popular times, all to figure out what you really mean by quiet.
And this leads us to a brand new field, Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. You're going to want to remember that term. The goal has shifted. It's no longer about ranking high on a long list. It's about fine-tuning your business's entire online presence to become that one single definitive recommendation that the AI chooses to give.
Now, you might be thinking this all sounds a little bit like science fiction, but it's not. It is already happening. And to see this future playing out right now in real time, we're going to take a look at the UAE, which turns out to be a perfect little microcosm for this new AI-driven world.
So why the UAE? Well, this is fascinating. You've got this perfect storm of factors. Mobile usage is incredibly high, so everyone's searching on the go. Voice search is being adopted at a wild pace, and it's a standard multilingual environment, which forces search engines to get way, way smarter. All of this is basically hitting the fast-forward button on the shift to AI discovery. Just think about the kinds of questions people are asking in this environment. They're not typing long sentences into a search bar. No, they're talking to their phones, to their cars, with urgent, specific needs, just like this one. This isn't just a query. This is a real person with a real problem who needs a solution right this second.
And that right there shows you what's at stake. These are not casual browsers just kicking tires. These are people with incredibly high purchase intent. They have a need, and they want it solved now. The business that gets recommended by the AI in that one critical moment doesn't just get a website click, it gets a customer walking right through the door.
Okay, so if the old checklist is obsolete, what does the new playbook even look like? How do you optimize for an AI that wants to understand you, not just rank you? Let's break down what you actually need to be doing. First things first, you have to think about keywords in a completely different way. AI tools can now find these hidden search trends that older tools would totally miss. We're talking about super specific conversational phrases that signal someone is ready to buy right now at the neighborhood level. So for instance, instead of just targeting something broad like restaurant in Dubai, the real gold is in queries like best rooftop restaurant in Dubai Marina or family-friendly cafe in Al Barsha. These long, specific queries, they represent incredibly high intent. Honestly, this is the new SEO gold rush. Next up, your Google business profile. It is no longer a static, set it and forget it kind of thing. You have to treat it like a dynamic, living channel. AI tools can actually help automate this now, from constantly improving your descriptions to suggesting better business categories, and even helping you respond intelligently to reviews and generate regular updates. It shows you're active, you're engaged. And speaking of reviews, man, are they more critical than ever. The AI isn't just counting your stars, it is reading the reviews. It's analyzing the sentiment. What's the feeling behind what people are saying? It's tracking how often you get new feedback, and it's watching to see if you actually reply and engage with your customers.
All of this gets bundled up into a massive trust signal for the AI. And finally, content. The big game changer here is that AI allows businesses to create super targeted, hyper-local content at a scale that just wasn't possible before. Think about it. Specific landing pages for every little neighborhood you serve, local guides, deep FAQ sections built to directly answer those conversational questions people are asking their voice assistants. This is how you prove you are the local expert.
So, when you put all of these new strategies together, the hyper-specific queries, the dynamic business profile, the hyper-local content, it all funnels down into one single, all-important goal. The goal is no longer to just rank on a list of 10 blue links. The goal is to be the one single, trusted business that the AI recommends when someone asks for a solution. It is a winner-take-all environment, and being the answer is the only prize that really matters.
So I'm going to leave you with this thought. The next time you pick up your phone and you ask it for a restaurant, or a mechanic, or a pharmacy, pay close attention to what happens. Which business does it choose to recommend to you? And more importantly, what did that business do to earn the AI's trust?